I'm Shannon Everett here at ThunderbayLive.com, and today we're sitting down with Joyce Seppala, world-class clothing designer. So Joyce, you've been formally trained in the UK, correct?
I have. I did a 4-year course right after high school in a small town on the southeast coast of England.
Are you originally from England?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I can tell.
Yeah.
You got that going on.
Yeah, it hangs around.
Yeah, for sure. So when did you immigrate here to Canada?
74, I came to Canada.
So you've been busy, and you never left.
No, I think, I spent more years here than I did in my birth country, so yeah, I must like it.
I guess so, so
Yeah.
the cold doesn't get to you too much, eh?
Somewhat the latter years. Earlier on I used to play more in it. I don't think I do as much now.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
it
think
tends to be longer.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your designs. I mean, looking at your dress here when I came in, I mean, and that's definitely something that that has a unique flair.
Yeah, sculptural more than your basic piece of clothing, I think. Whether I was that in another life, I'm not sure. But I think with the basic couture training, you're taught the skills and the characteristics of fabrics, the finishings, the pattern making, so you know the engineering of garments. So I believe you need to know that before you can take something and destroy it and turn it inside out to make it totally recognizable as something of mine. So that's what I tend to do. And I find I seem to get more organic and a lot of engineering in the pieces.
Wow, wow. So you look at it from an engineering standpoint.
Yeah.
You're not just a designer, you take it from the ground up.
Yeah, and yet at school I struggle so much with mathematics, but these are mathematically formulated because the proportions and the fabrics have to work together, otherwise you could get a big mess.
For sure. So if I was in the requirement of a Jack Sparrow costume, you'd be the one to talk to.
I would be.
Good to know. Good to know. So tell us a little bit about, we're here at Arts Gallery, and you do have a spot here where you call your own.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what it is that you have here available for some people to stop by and take a look at.
I was thrilled to be here when Don opened it up. It's such a great space and location in Thunder Bay. So I tried to bring a little bit of the big city here into our great town and offer something, some wearable art pieces and some very functional pieces that you can wear with anything. So you're going to get a whole mix of avant-garde pieces and your basic tops and skirts, but sculptural jackets, using leather, polyurethane fabrics, so a whole gamut of textiles.
Wow. So the rare types of fabrics is where you excel.
It's texture and color and quality that I'm looking at. I'm looking at the duration of the garment, not just a piece that will fall apart. I find my clients have them for 10, 15 years or more and still love them, and then we'll come back and reorder maybe the same kind of piece but in a different concept because they love the quality. And a lot of my customers are professional people, so they're getting them, they're wearing them, they're using them, enjoying them, and getting them, they're washing them, so I know that they stand up to the name.
So dry cleaning on a certain garments?
I tend to always go for washing. There's probably a greener way of dry cleaning clothes, but those clothes get clogged with chemicals which we would then absorb through our skin.
Right.
So I always tend to say hand wash, Unless it's a wool coat, then I say in this case, I recommend dry cleaning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you've been having, quite a bit of success, with, your line. And again, are all the pieces or most of the pieces that you do, they are in fact one of a kind?
Some pieces are, but I'll do short runs of a style. There'll be tunic dresses in a particular color, so they will be size small, medium and large, and they'll be for that particular season. Then they're gone. As a designer, my suppliers, I have to order small amounts of fabric, although if you're a home sewer, there'll be large amounts. So there's a lot of investment in my fabric and my stock. And when that fabric is gone, it's gone. So then I'll go on to the next season. And so it's a variety of one-of-a-kind pieces and pieces that you can come in and just buy from the rack.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about what you have going on right now. What are the few of the, I guess, being the season of summer and skirts and, lighter type, fabrics and materials. What is it exactly that you have on your plate right now that you're working on?
For spring, summer, lots of gauzy fabrics, almost like, I would say spider web, so very fine.
Very breathable.
Yeah, so we're still waiting for the heat to enjoy these. And I cut that's in styles that will flatter any age or any body type. So I'm covering a broad range of women. I've gone neutrals and sand colors. I guess thinking the bodies are going to be a little tan soon, so they'll be very complimentary. I've got a frog in my throat that is going to.
Oh,
Can we?
no problem.
Is this system cold? We'll go away. So lots of neutrals I find are very complimentary in nice loose draped cardigans, again cutting to complement certain body types. Skirts and my dresses, even in the winter I will cut on the bias so you get the most beautiful fits. And so you're getting a volume of fabric but not mountains of fabric that will add weight or access to the figure. So always thinking of the form, how to complement and make women look beautiful.
Well, you seem to have things going on. I mean, I noticed a jacket that you have on display, and I've had noticed a few people during my time here doing interviews. People take a look at it, they're blown away, and the colors that you've selected, the patchwork that you've done, it's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
On the things that you do.
That's the leather coat there in the
Yeah,
showroom.
yeah.
I have a favourite warehouse I go to in Toronto, and I usually hyperventilate when I go in, just the smell and the colour. And they've recognised me over the years, and they'll just leave me alone, and I get the shopping cart and I just fill it with hides, and it's the colour and the rawness of the fabrics, and I'll just unroll the whole package and just go through the hides and the ones that speak to me. And to me it's like going in a paint store and picking your favourite palette. And then finding that painted hide was just amazing, so I'm pulling out all the aubergines and the burgundies to pull out those basic colours in it, and it was a thrill to put it together. Yeah, it's amazing. And then I think that one had lime green lining, so I'm going, yes, that's perfect.
Wow. Well, that's incredible. I mean, you do some fantastic work.
Oh, thanks.
So with your other seasons that that you do work with diligently, what differs each as your mindset? Like when you're working on an autumn, I guess, section, is your creativity in a different place than it is in, say, a winter line?
It is definitely, because I think of people being warm and cozy, necks being warm, wrists being warm, and I think of that as I take it into a tunic, a sweater, or a coat. we want to wrap, we want to keep warm, the wind howls, so we need that coziness and the security of a piece, and I think of that. So the necklines will come higher, there'll be more drapey, but they can be, the majority of clothing is so boring, so it'll be the beautiful detailing on the sleeves and the neck and the pockets. So it can be howling out there, but you're going to so love putting this coat on, you just want to rush out the door, enjoy the winter storm.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not so sure about
No.
enjoying the winter storm, but yeah, I mean, I got Southern Irish blood coursing through my veins, so I'm cold most of the time,
Yeah.
unless it's 80 above,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to touch upon? Any work that you have coming up? Anything you'd like to let our viewers know that you in fact have coming down the pipeline with you?
Yes, actually, again, I returned to One of a Kind in Toronto. There's a wonderful wearable art show that's happening on Bloor Street in October. September, I head back to Cabbagetown, and this year I just got accepted into Métier d'Art in Montreal, so I'm really thrilled to be accepted. My work had to be evaluated and juried by other artists, other peers,
Wow.
for your work to be accepted. So it was a long process, and I visited the show several times, and I love the show and the work that's there. And to me, Montreal is Canada, is fashion, and I'm thrilled to be going there.
To be a part of it, absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Joyce, I would love to, thank you for taking the time, sit down with me and, let our viewers know a little bit about yourself, about the work that you do. And here at Arts Gallery, you can come down, 12 St. Paul, check out what she has. She has incredible stuff. We could talk all afternoon about each individual piece, but it's best that you come down and take a look at it yourself. And I'm Shannon Everett. Thank you for watching. Please visit thunderbealive.com.